And we should be live. All right, we are live.
Live from Studio Trail C.
No? Studio TC.
Studio TC. Studio
WNBC.
WNBC. Yeah.
From WKRP in Cincinnati. Are you old enough to know what that is, Jose?
No, but WFUC.
Les Nessman.
Yeah.
FUK? WFUK.
What was there was two hot chicks on that show.
The blonde.
Yeah, she was with like
They're on
Burt
the radio.
Reynolds.
How do you know if they're hot or not?
It was a TV show.
Oh.
And then there was the nerdy chick that was like probably hotter.
Nah, the hot news chick that I started like watching was there's two. One from Hispanic TV, the weather chick. Everyone knows who she is.
Yeah.
And
no, see it right here. This is WKRP in Cincinnati. This was supposed to be the super hot one, but you're right.
Lonnie Anderson.
Lonnie Anderson. And the other one was actually cuter.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Marianne and Ginger comparison.
Yeah.
Where are
Ginger
you guys on
all
that?
day, every day. Every day.
Every day.
That's the
I'm sorry.
brunette,
Right?
right?
I'm sorry. Marianne. I'm sorry.
I knew what you meant. Mary
The
Ann,
brunette or blonde?
Brunette.
Oh, yeah. I'll take Mrs. Howell.
And you can have her.
You guys can fight over the one. I'll just get the easy pickings, dude.
Yeah, the easiest stuff.
Hey, a win's a win, all right?
If you consider that winning.
She's loaded, bro.
Is she?
I mean, she probably had like 100K back in the day.
Back in 1960s days, yeah.
100K was a lot of money, dude. I mean, you could buy a house for like 15.
She was rolling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, who's the former owner of the Raiders? Just win.
Al Davis.
Al Davis. Just win. See?
He didn't do that very often. No.
They never won.
Hey, look.
Just because you
I
come up
didn't
with
say,
a saying doesn't mean it happens.
Well, the saying itself set the bar pretty low. It's like, hey, dude, just win. Do me a favor and just win.
It was more like a beg. Please just win.
Just win, please.
He didn't know how to affect it any other way than just asking or saying.
Oh, Elam.
Gross.
No.
Like I said, a win's a win.
Elam.
No, that is not a win in my book.
Dude.
You know, Matt, when I thought you couldn't surprise me anymore, you go ahead and surprise me again.
I'm supposed to be all about Mrs. Howell without her dentures? I'm supposed to support that.
No, just the fact that you have no idea what the hell we've been up to. Even though you've commented on on my thing, on my trip.
Don't just hold on. We're gonna roll.
I thought we started the show already.
All right, we're just live streaming. We're all right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, it is just after 6:30. We are live streaming on YouTube as we do on Tuesday nights, and already have a handful of people in the chat room. How are you doing, guys? Thanks for joining us again. It's usually these people are usually the first ones that join, and then when we
Dude, they've been
we
throwing
start the
fire
chat.
in the
Well,
chat room
yeah.
already.
What happens is you guys, the people in the chat room, hear some of the stuff we talk about before we actually record. And that's where the comments start, and it goes that way the entire. It's downhill from there at all times.
We got started off with pretty high bars. Got set.
Yeah,
early on.
all right. Which character on WKRP or Gilligan's Island would you prefer to spend time with? And then, as you can imagine, it goes downhill from there.
Well, the professor, obviously.
Yeah, professor's my pretty good guy. So it's been you guys have been gone for 2 weeks. You guys missed last week, and
Yes.
Casey and Presley filled in. And I'm gonna tell you guys,
That was a good show.
it's only a couple months away before Presley becomes a permanent fixture on the show. I mean,
One of us is gonna have to go, including that possibility is you as well.
yeah, so for sure, she'll run this show. Yeah, I was super proud of her. And then we've listened to it a couple times. She'll, like, the other day on the way to school, she's like, "Daddy, can you play when I was on the show?"
It's funny how you asked her what her favorite movie was, and she said Coco, but you're like, but we were watching it
Literally
yesterday.
Yes.
And you said how you didn't like the
2 days ago, we had watched it, and she was like, "I don't want to watch this. This is boring." So that's how frequently things change. And but anybody with kids knows that their favorite thing today is something they can't stand tomorrow.
I don't know. Michael talks about RC cars nonstop
Actually,
for 5 years.
You know,
RC cars.
you're right. And my son wants a monster truck, and he
That's
hasn't-
it.
He hasn't like.
He's gonna want that monster truck for another 20 years, guaranteed. And there's nothing wrong with that, Jose.
There isn't. He can take the cruiser when he's of age.
That'd be cool.
He said monster truck,
You're right.
not the
Not a
monolith.
momster truck. So let's kick it off with
Took my car.
let's kick it off with the fact that Matt doesn't care about Jose or me or anything going on in the world.
Well, that's the thing. He commented on my post.
Yeah, so let's start with Jose's trip. I said, let's talk about Jose's trip, and Matt said,
Thank
what
you, sir.
trip? What trip? So, Jose, how was your trip? Do you want to tell Matt where you were?
Well, you know what? To be fair, I didn't say where I was at. You congratulated me on my graduation.
You graduated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Phoenix, Arizona.
How am I supposed to know that he went to Arizona?
Well, he had told us he was doing that.
No, he had not. Not one time. I did not know he was graduating either. I thought he just wasn't gonna. He just let it drop because he got a new job working for somebody else.
No.
I had no. How am I supposed to know about that? That's what's funny. Like,
Well, let's see.
I'm supposed to ask you every time. Hey, how's that? How are you doing with your schooling?
I
Are you
am
just dropping off?
I am almost positive we had this conversation
Yeah.
on the
You
show.
are. You guys honestly don't understand. You think you guys are having, like, the three of us are having the same conversation, but it's just the two of you talk every day.
No, that's
I'm
the thing,
assuming.
though. We don't.
We don't talk
Do
every day.
you talk to each other much more often than
Yeah,
the three of us combined?
for sure,
yeah. Okay,
obviously.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
You guys, but I sincerely, like, okay, cool. I saw your graduation. I didn't see that it was in Phoenix or whatever. It was just like, oh, cool, way to go, Jose. And that was the thing. Was it in the in your post like, hey, I drove to Phoenix and I had to do this or that?
I just said college graduation. It took me 17 years.
Right, I did see that. So okay, you know,
you get a
I apologize
pass
for
on
not
Yeah,
knowing
you know,
your.
Okay, you get a pass on that one. You get
Okay,
you get a pass on that one.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for giving me a pass about things like I don't even know what Monty does during the day. You know,
Well, the pool guy is there a lot.
the
So.
pool guy comes every week. But you know what? Pool's clean.
Pool's clean,
Hey, as
ready
long
to
as
go.
the pool's-
So
you
you
drove out.
had to go to Phoenix for
Yeah, that's
or
where
you got to go to Phoenix.
Yeah, that's where the school's at in Phoenix. It's a pretty big school, dude.
It's like Phoenix University, like you see on the billboards and stuff.
No, it's actually
Like
I mean, it's Grand Canyon University.
okay, I thought you had to be like Christian or something for that.
I didn't even know it was a Christian school until
Wasn't
I
it like?
I
Isn't that like CMU or
CBU?
CBU,
Cal Baptist.
Yeah, no,
But no, it
Grand
is.
Canyon is
Grand Canyon is a Christian university.
Okay.
And trust me, I didn't know when I enrolled. I was like,
did they
what?
know that they had you going there? I mean, somehow, I think you have like an open invitation. You're going to heaven, dude. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I got a
because
Bible.
that was like day one.
Did you?
No,
At graduation?
in my graduation bag.
Interesting.
There's a Bible in there. I was like, I don't need.
See,
And you pulled it out and went, what's this?
Started burning me when
You were smoldering as soon as you stepped up onto the stage. Can we hurry this up?
they could sense it when you walked up stage. They're all like, wait a minute,
wait.
he doesn't belong.
I
here.
don't know
a
though. What's
second.
weird though is that so we're the antelopes. And they rock this for
Oh,
the
yeah.
envelope. I'm like, wait, isn't that like the?
It's a sign of the devil,
Context.
dude.
Context. All about
I'm like,
context.
oh, this is all a ruse. They know. They're
all context. So you drove out. Would you take the Landcruiser?
No, we took Letty's car.
So you drove out Monday. How long did it take you to get there?
5 hours.
Okay. Spent
Yeah.
the day, did the graduation ceremony,
Had
and then
dinner. My parents went.
oh, okay.
They met us there. Yeah, we had a nice dinner, and then we had breakfast today. Oh, I'm off. I'm offline.
Your camera's off.
What? Yeah, let me log out and log back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a nice dinner last night, and then went to breakfast. We stayed in downtown Phoenix, which I never stayed before. It's cool, man. We stayed right by the Phoenix Suns and the Diamondback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed like 2 blocks away from there too a few years back.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot, man. Like that's like
I went to was it Dan Marley's restaurant? Marley's or something like that.
Dan Marley's the restaurant. No, I don't know.
Dan Marley's restaurant. I don't know. I think it's called
Bob Marley's restaurant?
I think it's called Thunder Dan's.
Who's Dan Marley?
I don't even know.
Thunder Dan Marley. He
I don't
was,
know who that is.
Phoenix Suns basketball player.
Oh, okay.
It should have been
pretty good.
Steve.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Yeah.
He's a. You think he's more popular as a Laker or a Phoenix?
Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah.
right?
Hey, he was Dallas
He
too.
cut his
He
teeth.
was Dallas too.
He cut his teeth in Phoenix, right? Like,
He was
is-
MVP in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Currently the best free throw percentage shooter in the league.
Well,
Still.
not currently.
Yeah.
Just of all
No,
time.
no, his
He's still
I'm
playing.
saying
Okay.
currently still
'Cause
the
he's
best.
been retired like
No, it
six,
wouldn't-
seven
But
wouldn't-
his
so-
record is still the best currently.
it wouldn't surprise me if he's still playing. That guy did not want. Dude, remember they made such a big deal with him coming to LA, and then like
Oh, it
game
was
2,
huge.
he like blew out his ACL or something.
It was huge. Him and
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard
Yeah.
coming out. It was like, oh, we're getting titles again, guys. And
Yeah.
they were horrible after that. It was like, this shit is unwatchable.
That was with D'Antoni was the coach, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So
That's fine.
so
No,
NBA talk is
NBA talk.
Look at Jose. It's
I
been
know.
some,
I don't
NBA
have
knowledge.
I don't have any NBA knowledge whatsoever. So
I don't know
can't
much about it.
You
participate.
know
A lot of
about free
things.
throw percentages.
Yeah.
Only because the audiobook I'm listening to right now literally just referenced it as a form of like practice making perfect type shit.
But yeah, man, I graduated college. Like I said, it took me 17 years. I graduated high school in 2003, and I've been going to college ever since. So yeah, now I'm just left with a huge debt.
Ouch.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to the people at work. Maybe since I have a degree now, I can get a raise.
That's what everybody in the chat room
Yeah, that's
is
what everyone
talking
in the
about.
chat room is saying. Like, hey, you have a degree now.
Chat room, F you guys. He doesn't need your help negotiating shit.
I don't know why my camera's not working, dude.
Unplug it and plug it back. Did it come unplugged underneath on your computer underneath?
We dropped yours too.
No, yeah, because there's only if it's just 2 people, it only puts me and the other person.
I see.
So I unplugged it.
I mean, look, no one wants to see Jose, so
Yeah, you're right.
It's good. Okay, well dude. Super. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
That's certainly an accomplishment.
Yeah,
And-
thank you,
and
everybody.
Stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, just win, right?
Just win. Don't quit. Too legit to quit, Jose.
Oh, dude, that was the jam. 1991, 92.
Oh yeah. That was
Too legit.
yeah. That was
Too legit to quit. Hey,
what's his name? Second
Too legit.
release.
Yeah. MC Hammer.
Yeah. MC Hammer.
So that was one trip. So let's talk about Matt and Casey's trip. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys,
surprised you guys are still alive.
you guys went and got blowed out in Laughlin.
You know, I really didn't blow it out. I that first night I was telling you earlier, Code. I left work. I worked from home, and we left probably around noon. I think we got up there about just after 5:00. Let's see. We had dinner, whatever, and then when it came to gambling, I pulled out a couple $100. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try and make this work tonight. It was gone in an hour. Like, what the fuck? I was so not just distraught. It was like everybody. And I was telling you earlier, Cody, everybody's playing craps. It's like, okay, cool, let's play craps. And so, like I explained, my brother has this theory to play craps. You go in hard. You cover all your bets. Hopefully you get lucky, like somebody gets hot, and you pull that money as soon as you can. You pull it off, and boom, play it quick, play it fast, and step away from the table.
That's the way I do mine too. Play it quick, play it fast. Pull away as soon as you got what you need.
So, as soon as I just played like the pass line and the field for a couple of rolls. Oh, and then it was my turn, and I crapped out like immediately.
7 out.
Exactly. Hey, establish the point. It's like 5. It's always fucking 5, It's never something easy.
Like, how the fuck am I supposed to hit a 9 right now, dude?
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter anyhow. It could be, it could be a 6 or an 8, dude, and I would still crap out the next roll.
You always bet 5 the hard way. That's the one right there.
What?
Yeah,
there's your problem, bro.
Hey, when it hits...
the odds are fucking amazing.
Yeah,
dude. There was a time we went to Laughlin. So me, Casey, Chris, and my friend Brian when we had the motorcycle shop. And I think I've told this story. I fell asleep in the lounge, and I wake up to Chris and Brian yelling 5 the hard way, 5 the, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking disaster.
That's great, dude. So yeah. I dropped that $200. I dropped $100 really quick on craps. Like as soon as I put, I threw like I don't know $60 down to cover 6, 8, all the stuff. The very next roll crapped out. Okay, great. That sucks. So then it was like, well, I guess I'll go try my luck at some blackjack. It was honestly, I don't know, 5 hands of blackjack gone. Mm-hmm. And so within an hour, it was just I could have pulled out more money if I wanted. It wasn't a money thing. It was just, this is really stupid. I'm just not lucky tonight. It's just not going to happen. And usually, I could buy in a couple $100 would last me easy, like a weekend even, gambling. But for whatever reason, it just wasn't happening. So that kind of sucked. But then the next day, we took the boys and Zen. We went to the Riverside. They had some laser tag action. They, kids did laser tag in arcades, and that was a lot of fun. I took them to the pool, and then Saturday night sat down and played some poker over at the Riverside. That was a lot more my pace because it's like a social game, right? Or at least I'll talk to people, even if you don't want to talk.
Oh, God,
that's part of my strategy.
That is the best. How you guys doing? Where you're from? Yeah, oh, this is going to be a good day. I'm feeling good.
That's how you throw other people off.
Yes, and then they leave, and you got the table to yourself.
I play fast and loose and just try and keep you off balance.
Oh, my God, SEMA's going to be a disaster.
And then, I sat there I bought in for $100, sat there for 3.5 hours drinking beer,
Yeah.
Free beer for every 15 minutes, cashed out $120.
Yeah.
Like that's more my pace.
That for me, blackjack was blackjack and roulette. And if I could sit there for 3 hours, get free drinks, and walk away with the same amount of money as I started with, that's the best I love it. That's perfect.
Video poker, $20. Yep. I was trying to see how much I can make that last.
Yeah. Monty doubled up her cash too. Monty's like a really good poker player.
Really?
Yeah, she did really well. So that was basically the trip. I didn't get blown out. I didn't get super smashed. I didn't embarrass myself or anything. Unfortunately.
What about the rest of the family?
I can't speak for that.
Yeah, I can't. I saw. Well, that was the other thing that was kind of hard is having the boys. It wasn't. I had to be a responsible parent, and
Why start now?
And we just kind of saw the other crew. Like I don't want to say in passing. I mean, we had breakfast and dinner with them a couple of times, of course, but it was mostly in passing. And I'd see like Casey and Chris just fucking having a blast. Like I was pretty jealous of that, but other than that, it was a nice weekend. It was nice to get away, get out of town, and just I don't know, try and relax. And it was fun, doing stuff with the kids.
And then when I picked Presley up from daycare on Monday. One of the directors at the assistant director at daycare was like, "Hey, I was in Laughlin this weekend and I saw a Trailchasers truck. Is there more than one of them?"
Yeah. She no doubt saw my truck because
Yeah.
I was parked at right next to the elevator in the garage
Yeah.
at the Aquarius.
I was like, "You saw my brother-in-law's truck? I'm sure if it was white, my brother's if it was blue." So my entire family was out there. So you guys, you got back on Sunday?
yeah, we left Laughlin like at 8 a.m. We just got up and, everybody showered up and we were
Let's
gone.
get the hell out of here.
Well,
I remember doing that one time, waking up and getting out of there at 8 o'clock in the morning and leaving Matt and Casey there. And,
you know what? You asked Lonnie. We were sitting at the table, and I gestured to her because, you don't want to like necessarily let everybody know, yeah, dude, I'm leaving in a half hour. Then they kind of know how you're going to play, or maybe, oh, this guy's just being aggressive because whatever, because he's leaving
cards, huh?
Well, that's just common sense. So I just gestured to Monty like, 10 o'clock. And she was like, yeah, so cut it out at 10 o'clock. I went to bed like knowingly, like I got to get up early tomorrow. And so matter of fact, when we were pulling out of there, I'm like, so this is what it's like pulling out of Laughlin, not with a wicked hangover and dreading. I mean, you dread the drive home, but it wasn't like,
I don't have a hangover, and I have the common sense to stop at a gas station.
Exactly. We actually we went across the river for breakfast, and then took the that Searchlight route home, and then what was that, Goff's Road?
Yeah,
we did it that way before too. I remember going home that way, but I couldn't remember what trip it was. But yeah, so home by noon ish. Yeah, not bad. Watched some football yesterday or Sunday. It was good. Good times.
Oh, cool. I'm glad everybody made it back. At least I see Casey in the chat room, so I'm assuming he made it back. I did talk to him today, actually, now that I think about it. Somebody at work mentioned that they might have a 1999 Chevy S10 for sale for $500. So I talked to Casey about it. It's only two-wheel drive, though. That's the downside.
So that was me and Jose. Let's talk about your shenanigans.
So here's how
started.
Here's how I know.
Go ahead and paint this picture however you want.
I will. So here's how I know Matt doesn't give a shit. He sits down and says, "So, did you get your truck fixed?" And everybody in this chat room knows I got my truck fixed on Saturday because I posted a 5-minute video on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, and on YouTube. Matt saw none of it.
I don't have any of those things.
Matt saw none of it.
I have Instagram, and I did see your posting. I guess you repaired it on. I was in Laughlin, right, when you were doing that stuff.
You saw his face and scrolled right.
Yeah, right past that shit. He was like, "Don't follow that account. Don't need that content."
I'll tell you one thing for sure, dude. They do not have any cell. They don't know about 5G in Laughlin or Bullhead.
If you get 2 G's in Laughlin,
there's no G's. It's like F. They have like 3F in Arizona. It's just some bullshit signals there. But yeah, you're not watching any videos. You're certainly you're scrolling through text maybe, and if there's pictures with the text, you ain't waiting for that shit to download. You just keep scrolling.
Because they intentionally block that shit because they want you to focus on the machines and the games.
Yeah, they don't want you. Yeah, they want you. Well, I don't know how much. That's kind of counterintuitive. Maybe they should have you focusing on the phone and not focusing on the money you're throwing away.
No,
but either way, so go on.
Yes.
I think you repaired it, but did you do both springs or just the one?
I did. So for those that have not seen the Instagram or any of that stuff, on Thursday I was up in.
Again, I'm the asshole because I didn't see your posts. All right,
you didn't see the post
because I was living. Because I was living.
You didn't see the post.
I wasn't living virtually. I was living in real life.
You didn't see the post that was posted on the 4 social media accounts for the podcast that you currently sit on and talk on every week.
This is a podcast?
Wait a minute.
What's that?
So why don't you tell your story? Hold on. How about this, asshole? I did call you on Friday when your bullshit fell apart. Did I not? Did I not offer to go help you?
It was
Thank God you didn't ask me
Thursday.
to because it's fucking Oxnard.
It was
I just said,
Thursday.
dude, I can't make it. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was Thursday, and I sent a picture to Matt, Casey, and Jose of the broken leaf spring, and I was like, so this just happened, and Matt was like, dude, do you need me to come get you? So I drove up to Oxnard.
You could have said, yeah, come get me. I'm in Oxnard. That would have been.
But I drove up to
That'd have been a
Oxnard
test.
for a job walk on Thursday morning, and just like anybody else, I got in the truck, 4:30 in the morning, hit the freeway, cruise control 85, all the way up to Oxnard. And I've talked about how I've had a little shimmy in the back of the truck, and I thought it was a tire issue. Get up to Oxnard, everything's fine. I leave Oxnard, and I get Calabasas, a couple exits down, and I'm like, I'm going to pull over, grab a drink, and go to the bathroom. And as I got off the freeway, I went to the McDonald's, and I'm on the street waiting for traffic to pass. So I'm at a stop, and I make a left-hand turn into the McDonald's driveway, and I hear this horrible noise, clang, like
and
bad.
I just thought, well, there's my Ford making them noises
and
again.
I thought, holy, what the shit was that? It was enough to where when I parked the truck, I got out and went and looked in back because I thought I dragged my trailer hitch, and I'm like, that wasn't that big of a okay, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't look like anything was dragging. Went in, went to the bathroom, got a drink, went to back the truck out, and it was super wonky. And then I pulled over to an open area.
Even more wonky than usual.
I pulled over to an open area, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my truck? And I'm like, I get on the bumper, and I'm jumping up and down, and I can hear this horrible noise. And I'm like, okay, it's on this side of the truck. And I look, and I'm like, that seems low. And I looked at the other side, and the left side of the truck was 2 inches lower than the right side of the truck. The driver's side was lower. And I'm like, oh, I fucking blew a shock or something. So I get down there. Nope, shocks are fine. And I'm like, what the hell? I thought maybe I sheared a bolt, because I've done that on the Jeep where you shear a bolt on the shock mount and the shock drops.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, that wasn't it. I'm like, what could it possibly be? And now I'm laying in the back of the truck.
Oh, you don't see it yet.
No. So then I go around to the under the passenger door, driver door, and look back, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I literally snapped a leaf. I meant to bring it in before we recorded so I could show it, but it snapped a leaf spring. Completely snapped. So the Ford has a single leaf with an overload spring underneath it. And, I mean, it's a good size leaf.
But still,
just one. And it's sheared. And I was telling Casey, when you look at it, it's a really weird break. It's not like just a straight crack. In the center of the leaf, it almost looks like there was a air pocket that popped, and then it cracked on either side. You know how like when a BB hits a windshield, the part that got blown out looks like a volcano? So it looks like that. It looks like almost like a BB got shot in the back of it, and it blew out that way.
I think that shimmy you've been feeling was the leaf kind of flexing.
Yes.
And it ended up breaking.
Yes. I agree. Because the shimmy's way better. I still can't tell if it's totally gone because I haven't really spent much time on the freeway yet, but definitely better. So I'm like, okay, shit. You know, I call Jose. Do you think I'm going to be all right? I try to talk to Casey. Jose's like, yeah, you'll be fine. Drive home. I call Casey. Casey's like, no, pull the fuck over right now. Go to shit. So I go to a Ford dealership a couple exits down, and I pull into the service. Now it's 9:30 or so in the morning on a Thursday. There's 25 people in front of me at the service in Thousand Oaks Ford. And I'm sitting there waiting.
They're all Fords.
Yeah.
I mean, right.
I'm sitting there waiting, and and no one's coming out yet. While I'm waiting, I called Chino Hills Ford, which is by my work, and I'm like, hey, this is what I need. The guy's like, yeah, I can order it. You have to pay for it first, 7 to 10 business days. Shit. Okay, well, if they don't have it, this guy's not going to have it.
You would think they just have a bunch of those ready to go.
Yeah, you would think.
Know?
You would think.
We need another one.
We had another one. We almost killed another person. Another Ford owner.
They're Annie Potts and Ghostbusters. They hit the button, but we got one. I'm like,
receptionist, by the way.
Yes. So I'm like, you know what? F it. It's so the leaf spring snapped about 2 inches in front of the axle. So the axle was still located where it needed to be. Yep. Front to back. And I just got in the slow lane, 60 miles an hour, because if I hit the brakes, the shit got squirrely.
Oh, yeah.
It got because as soon as you hit the brakes, the axle
warping,
shifts.
yeah.
So,
oh my God.
So, well, here's the thing. I took it to that. I was at Thousand Oaks, right? So I could have dropped it off at the Thousand Oaks dealership. But then, one, I got to find a way to get home. And then, two, leave my truck in Thousand Oaks for 7 to 10 days. And then, three, come back and get it. F that. So I literally just got in the slow lane and I cruised 60 miles an hour. I pulled over twice to check it, make sure everything was fine. While I'm on the way home, I called another Ford dealership, asked about it being under warranty. He was like, well, I don't know. We'd have to look at it. I called CarMax because I have the extra warranty with them. They're like, yeah, but and it was the Leaf, factory replacement Leaf was $385 at Chino Hills Ford. CarMax said if I took it to a dealer, CarMax said they couldn't get me till October. They're booked till October. If I took it to a dealer, my deductible was $300. Okay. So then I start making phone calls, and I'm like, you know what? I called Icon, and I talked to the guys over there, because when we did the lift,
the pack wasn't out.
They didn't have it yet. So I called the guys over there, talked to them. They're like, yep, we've finished the R&D. The pack is ready to go. I have a set in stock. And he put them on wheel call for me. So I drove it home. I drove the truck home on Thursday.
Do they have any replacement emblems as well?
To put something else on there?
Well, yeah. So you just take any reference to Ford off of the truck, just anything, and then it would probably be better.
And the
no, Jose, nothing.
It's too easy, dude.
All right. Well,
so I drove the truck home.
You just feel bad for him. That's why.
It's pity at this point.
I drove the truck home. I got Tammy's car because I still had to go back to the office for a meeting. Got into Tammy's car, drove back to work, worked for the rest of the day, and had Tammy drop me off for work in the morning on Friday. At that point, I still don't have a truck. I mean, it was obviously drivable. I drove it from Oxnard, but I wasn't going to commute in it if I didn't have to. So Tammy dropped me off at work, and I was like, okay, I've got meetings stacked all day long, and I'll see if I can grab a truck from the shop and run out to Riverside to pick the leaf springs up later in the day. My 8 o'clock meeting got canceled. Sweet. I jumped in a truck, drove out to Riverside, loaded up the leaf springs, swung by here, dropped them off, went home, and then ended up riding home with you on Friday night.
Yeah.
So Jose gave me a ride home Friday. And Jose was like, hey, we originally talked about doing this on Saturday. And then he was like, hey, I can't do it Saturday. You want to do it Sunday? I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me know. I'll just give me a call on Saturday. I'll let you know. And I knew when I got out of the truck on Friday night that I was going to do it Saturday regardless. Like, you had shit to do. You were going on a trip. I was going to do it anyways. So I Saturday morning backed the truck up into the driveway, started taking things apart. It really was not bad. I did it by myself. I started with the broken side, the driver's side, and took the tire off. I left the tire on the passenger side, and I didn't remove the shock because I thought I can get it down far enough, right? Yeah. So I mean, it took 20 minutes to get everything unbolted and out, and then putting the new leaf in. I had got it into the front eyelet. And the sleeve in the grommet, when I got it in at an angle, the sleeve in the grommet got caught because I didn't put it in straight. I tried to put it in an angle and twist it, and it got fucking jammed in there, dude. It was jammed in there for 20 minutes of me just trying to figure out how to get it out. I couldn't. It was at that point, it was completely lodged in there. I can't get anything else put in, so I ended up having to block up that side, go jack up the other side, take the tire off, take both shocks off. Once I did that, took both shocks off and let the whole axle drop, it was like, click. I mean, it took me an hour and 45 minutes to do the one side. Yeah, then, it took me less than 45 minutes to do the other one. Yeah. Like I said, by myself, not bad at all, other than my butt is bruised from laying on the driveway, sitting on the driveway all day long. And for those of you that did watch the video, because Matt didn't, one of the neighbors was getting their tree trimmed, and the fucking chainsaw all morning. And you know how like you're frustrated?
I thought you were just cutting the truck up.
No.
Screw it.
You know how you're like frustrated at something? Now imagine being frustrated and just hearing a chainsaw.
Yeah, but
all
it's funny. Like
morning.
Every update you give, you just hear the chainsaw. You're like, all right, guys, and
oh god, it was annoying. So I got it all put back to the other thing I had trouble with was the on the leaf pack how there's the button that drops in the perch on the. So I just couldn't get it lined up, and I'm trying to push it back and forth. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I grabbed a ratchet strapped it to the white knuckle slider, and just ratcheted like 3 click, 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 snap. All right, done. All tightened up. Tires back on, and I measured the truck before and after. Before, it was 36 inches from floor to wheel well on the broken side and 38 on the other side. So that's a 2-inch drop. That's pretty significant. Afterwards, they were both at 41 inches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the truck definitely, and I've noticed it over the last few months when I walk out to my truck, it just seemed like the back end was sagging a little bit. So boom, it leveled the truck back out where it belongs. I'm loving the way it sits.
It'll probably ride better.
The ride is so much better. It is freaking amazing. It would get squishy accelerating into turns. I could feel the body roll a little bit, and on acceleration, I could feel the back end kind of drop. None of that anymore. All of that's gone. I had Tammy in the car Saturday, and on the way home, we've got, when you come off Belgrave by our house, there's that dip. And I was like, hold on, and I hit it hard, and it just soaked it up, recoiled nice and easy. So happy. The Icon Leaf. I am glad that I got to experience the factory Leaf, because you can technically obviously lift that truck without the rear pack, but now I would suggest to anybody get the rear pack. It's amazing. It's huge difference. And I cannot wait to get it on dirt.
Yeah, that's probably where you see the most.
Yeah, well, and the biggest concern for me.
Can you stuff 35s on it now?
My first thought, I could put 35s in the back. I absolutely could. I would have to either get fiberglass fronts or trim,
or probably get a new bumper.
Yeah, fiberglass fronts. Do some trimming in the front end.
Trimming.
And I'm telling you, the minute I stepped back, I was all, God damn it, 35s.
Yeah.
Oh damn, where was I going to go with this? So what I was saying is, like, obviously we push our vehicles, right? Even though we talk about how we don't do a lot of rock crawling and stuff, we hit the desert hard. We do not push back.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Jose doesn't remember. Think about the Parker trip. Remember on the Parker trip when we were coming back from the? Oh no, shit!
Yes.
You weren't there either.
No, you told the story about you pushed your truck.
I was on the like hauling ass, right?
Well, we went for the donut run, dude. At
Hammers. Yes.
We just put on the night before or a couple of days before.
Yeah.
We hammered it. Your truck there.
Yeah, we pushed that truck hard. I don't imagine if that thing snapped while we were in Mojave or on the Kessel Run, or even that morning at 85 miles an hour on cruise control on the way up there. Dude, I would have been spilled all over the freeway.
Yeah, you would have been yard sale.
Yeah, I would have been yard sale hard, right? And I'd be shopping for a new truck right now. So, I mean, I got very lucky that it happened in a slow, controlled environment that it did. But, dude, that is... I've never...
It's unnerving, if you're a Ranger owner now.
Well, that's my concern. So I've never heard of this. I've never snapped a leaf spring. I've never, in any vehicle I've ever owned. And I started researching it. And when I posted that video, there's been like 3 or 4 people. Yeah, mine too. Mine just broke. And apparently this is a thing. Like snapping the leaf spring, the rear leaf on a Ranger is a thing, especially in the on the off-road stuff, because I don't think a monoleaf can handle it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the FX4, right? It's supposedly the off-road package. You would think that it would be a little more robust.
Now my boss has to inquire about getting a new leaf pack, dude, for her truck.
I don't know that if she ever starts pushing it in the same way that we do, then let's start having that conversation.
Well, but she goes out on her own a lot, so that's like another failure point that needs to be addressed,
or at least monitored. At least that so that's my suggestion. And it's funny, how do
you monitor whether your leaf spring's gonna
check
look at it?
Yeah, just check it.
You're like,
yeah. One of the guys,
it's cracked.
One of the guys hit me up on Instagram and he's like, yeah, I busted mine too. And he sent me a picture and
same kind of crack,
exact same spot, exact same crack, exact same spot. I'm trying to find it. And I thought, well, shit, I wonder if that's a thing. Yeah, Sean's Top Notch on Instagram sent me a picture, and I kid you not, the break point on his is identical to the break point on mine.
Right, there's probably a lot of leverage at that point.
Right in that spot, yep. And so, I mean, it doesn't change anything. I still love my truck. I'm still super happy with the truck. It does make
You're
me
like that abused husband or whatever that just is. But I still love you, even though you tried to kill me, even though you got warped windshields.
Hey, even Tacoma's had rusty frames, so there's no
perfect.
there's no perfect truck. I mean,
but I will say
I
that
beg to differ.
oh, you're right, my landcruiser. It's so
the
good.
the takeaway is that, and let's also be honest. I mean, I think other than Jose, most of the people that like me, Matt, Casey, most of the people you wheel the shit out of your truck on a weekend and you drive to work on Monday. We don't get under there and look at it. Jose's the only one that gets under there, changes all the seals and the nuts and bolts every week, right?
I check my lug nuts and fluids on the trail like the next morning.
Dude, nope. I couldn't tell you what torque those wheels are at right now. And no, I don't. I'm horrible at that. The only time I'll check is like after a trip. If I take it to the pressure wash place, I'll like actually get down and like spray it and try to look for things. But I mean, I'm horrible at. We should be.
Yeah, but
after every trip, you should inspect.
Yes.
You should get down there and look. Did you hit anything? Are there any cracks? Do you have anything loose?
I don't want to look at.
Yeah, I know.
It's better not. Ignorance is bliss.
But on something like that, dude, there's no way you can monitor.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna see that leaf spring if it's either broke or it's not. There's no. Okay, you know, again, what were you going to see? You couldn't find the brake after it had broken. You had to get down and look and jump on the truck or whatever. And that thing was completely snapped. What was like a pre-inspection? You weren't going to find anything on it.
Yeah, that's one of those
There
things
was not, it's not, you're not going to see a stress fracture on something like that unless you literally did it just before you hit that speed bump or whatever it was that was the final thing. You might have seen a crack there that finally pushed it over, but you're not going to find as far as a leaf spring. I've never heard of a leaf spring breaking myself.
I've never experienced it. I don't know. I mean, and the other thing is with most vehicles, if you snap a leaf, there's 4 other leaves there to hold it all together. You know, unless you snap the long one where the eyelets are, you're going to be fine. But
I've never seen just a single leaf pack though.
No, I remember when we did the lift, we talked about it.
I do know one thing about leaf springs is having watched what's that show? You can make some knives out of that stuff now if you wanted.
Yes.
You could forged in fire. So if you wanted to make like a machete or some kind of a Bowie knife, is that do you plan on doing anything like that?
That sounds like way more energy and effort than I currently have.
Man, you got to watch that show. It's great. But those guys cheat. It's
How
like,
the fuck do you cheat at a knife making contest?
oh, because like at the very end they'll show like the guys, like the two winners or whatever. Now they got to go home in your home forge and you got to make like some kind of crazy sword or something. And it's like some guys will fold their metal and like Damascus style, you know, or whatever, and actually forge a knife out of like a chunk of metal. And then other guys will just take a leaf spring, heat it up, flatten it out, and then put an edge on it. It's like, yay, I did it. You know, like,
It's funny we're talking about this because I've gone down the rabbit hole the past few days of knife making and like axe making.
Oh.
And like watching these guys just like either modify a cheap like log splitting wood into like a cool Nordic axe or something, or the guys that forge their own metal like Damascus.
Yeah.
And they're just like folding, you know, metal on top of metal on top of and getting that pattern. Like I was like, damn, dude. So,
yeah, that's a lot of work, time, and effort.
Yeah, I might get into knife making now.
Well, you did graduate, so
Yeah, I mean, I got to put my degree to something. You got a knife making degree?
So I am I'm bummed that it happened, right? But at the end of the day, I'm glad because it put me in a position where I had to upgrade, and I'm very, very happy with the rear leaves. And and it's like I was telling Tammy, like I don't consider myself as someone that enjoys wrenching very much anymore. And I think I'm tired, and if I want to drive my truck, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't have to work on it to go drive it. But I had a really good time just like being out there, focused on nothing but working on I just had one problem to solve. I wasn't worried about work or email or to-do lists or whatever. I just had one problem to solve, and I was listening to music and a chainsaw and focusing as much as I could on the truck. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. It's felt good.
It's a double-edged sword though, dude, because if you keep doing that every week or every once a month, you're like, fuck, I'm tired of working on my truck.
Yeah, and it went well. Yeah. And if it didn't go well, or shit, now I got to buy this or now I got to buy that, then it becomes cumbersome. I mean, this was a great half a day break. The only thing was we went to a kid's birthday party afterwards. I was freaking exhausted. I was so tired because I didn't sleep well the night before, and I was laying around in the truck underneath the truck all morning.
Came out, huh?
And I was just like, oh, dude.
The walker came out.
And then on Monday, I was like, my butt hurts. It's all bruised. So
more than usual?
More than usual. And it's on the sides now instead of just the one spot. But it would have been, I mean.
Kinky.
Yeah, you got crazy, huh?
It was
a bigger paddle than usual.
It would have been a lot easier with a lift.
He wished he'd only gotten the paddle.
It was a paddle forged from a leaf spring.
Exactly. Somebody whooped your ass with that busted leaf spring. Oh man,
wasn't that like good. What top management of like CEOs and stuff, like they got getting dominated because they control people and they want to feel.
That's
control.
Exactly what I heard too, Jose. Yeah, exactly.
Don't you guys go get
dominated? You love it. You love being
I'm
dominated.
I'm too low on the totem pole. I'm not at that level.
You've watched too many James Bond movies or some shit. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. At least in my management meetings, they don't talk about it.
Yeah,
sure you don't. Yeah. Why are you winking? Wink, wink, wink.
So all in all, truck's back. It's good. It's fixed.
Truck good.
Truck good.
Truck fixed.
But now I kind of want to do some more upgrades.
Like going to Nissan and picking up a new Frontier?
Buying that new Tundra that's going to come out?
Is that the
Segway alert. I saw that there were Tundras announced. What, Jose, being the resident Toyota fan?
Sunday at 6, Adam and I were texting like, dude, you gonna watch that preview? And I was grilling on Sunday afternoon, so I was outside barbecuing and then watching all the videos got released at 6 p.m. our time, so I started watching all the YouTube videos on that. Yeah, man, it's a twin turbo V6, 4-something horsepower, 5-something torque. It's gonna be pretty awesome, dude. I mean, I like it more now.
This is like the off-road package or like the TRD.
They have so you can get TRD off-road, which is like a add-on package you can get to any.
It looks
trim.
like the Frontier.
It does. It's a big Frontier, but dude, get that orange.
That's TRD Pro only. That's like the select color.
Yeah, get it.
And that one only comes in that twin turbo V6 hybrid.
Okay.
And that's the one that makes the 500 and something torque.
Okay, I'm not hearing you say why you're not going to get it.
Because it's going to be like $70,000.
So what?
Oh yeah. I have a degree now, so
you got a degree.
Yeah, I think you have to keep up with. You have to drive something appropriate.
Isn't that one of those things people with degrees have to spend money on cars?
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
go on.
But
tell me more.
Aesthetics. I mean, this look has been out for a while. Like
it's called the Silverado.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, we saw the leaked images a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it looks good. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, the Toyota's put out a nice truck.
Look, dude, we're in an age where everything's going to the most aerodynamic shape, right? For a car, like it's all bulbous or like a wedge design, and all trucks are going the same way, right? Because they all need to meet like EPA and like fuel ratings, so they're all gonna essentially have the same shape, but.
That TRD's got to meet like glare and sunglass ratings. Woo, that is bright.
But yeah, they have all the standard trims like SR5 and then Limited and then TRD Pro and then but you can get the TRD off-road package in all of them. And the biggest news is that you can get a rear locker in this now.
Oh, you couldn't in the last one?
No. So that's like the two biggest news is the hybrid and it has a rear locker now.
What's the did they announce any pricing?
Not yet. I guess it's going to come out in October. The pricing in October.
Oh, I was trying to find an image of the Frontier and the Tundra side by side because I agree with Matt. My first thought was the Frontier, but it's not. If you look at the Frontier, the Tundra's got a much larger
grill.
Yeah.
But if you listen to TFL Off-Road or TFL Truck, their podcast, they sit down with the chief engineer of Toyota and talk about, it's like all about what the new changes are, and they go in depth. So if you want an in-depth listen to that one.
How does it sound? I mean, so let's take the money off the table. Let's say take the price tag. Is it something you would want?
Yes. It's so roomy in there, dude. Like, they did a walk around, bro. Like, the back seat.
You could walk around inside
Yeah,
it?
you could walk around inside.
It has a track inside.
I'll never... look, the F-150 had a lot of issues, but one of the pros was how big, like, the space was in there,
I
dude.
missed the Dodge.
Man.
The Dodge Ram. I mean...
And then we've been taking those trucks back. I'm just like, dude, I miss this full size.
There are times, man. Mark, if he's in the chat room, is going to start giving me... he's in there giving me shit, but... There are times when I miss the full size. I miss the roominess and the ride and the.
Yep. Apparently, this thing's gonna get way better gas mileage than the current Tundra because the current Tundra gets like 12 miles a gallon or something, dude. And no more V8, unfortunately. They've gone away from it.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I mean,
they're putting out the performance. 400 plus horses, 400 plus.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you won't have the cool sounding V8 anyour.
I don't have a cool sounding truck. I mean,
I don't either, dude. Mine has a whistling noise.
Yours sounds like it's riding with aluminum cans inside. But I think that sound, that muscle car, meaty sound, is going away.
Well, it's just one more little wedge.
We're going to be driving electric cars soon, anyhow.
That's what I'm saying. It's one less thing from what a car used to be to what it's going to be. Like Matt said, it's just eventually going to be electric pods, like in Minority Report.
Yeah,
it's going to be like the Jetsons. Just
I want to say it was either the Mustang or the Camaro, but I was watching like a documentary on the build. It must have been the Mustang, and they were talking about how they programmed the sound of a muscle car V8 that runs underneath the music and everything in the steer. So as you're driving it, it sounds like that.
Yeah, I recall hearing something about that.
Like
it was something. It was a muscle
shallow Hal effect or what?
Yes, it was like an enhancement because they couldn't achieve the sound they wanted, naturally.
Yeah.
So they did something.
They dubbed it basically.
Yeah,
they dubbed in the sound of a muscle car.
I almost want to say it was Dodge.
Was it
the
Challenger?
I think you're right.
Yeah,
but I do remember seeing a
because I remember the disappointment. Like, oh come on, guys! Like, just be quiet.
Well, the new Raptor, I guess before had unequal length headers, so that's why it sounded like just like a vacuum cleaner. So now, like the new Raptor, they've
like
made
a Dyson though.
Yeah, it was a high end.
Okay,
vacuum.
all right.
But the new Raptor now has like equal length headers, but to do that they had to like do like a huge like loop in the exhaust to where it comes to the muffler.
Okay.
Apparently it sounds throatier, better.
Okay.
It's still
good for that.
Yeah, it's another.
Friday night on our way back from after work, Jose and I went to dinner with a couple ladies from work. We at the restaurant there was a TRX.
You and Jose went to dinner with some ladies.
With two
from
work. Like a group from the team.
Okay.
Just went and grabbed appetizers afterwards.
Oh, nice.
There was a TRX in the parking lot, and I was like, Jose, go around that way. I want to see it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Oh.
The problem with the TRX, so it looks like a Ram. Like, dude, from far away, you're like, is that a Ram Rebel or is that a TRX?
Yeah,
the Ram Rebels still look cool.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just saying, if you pay $80,000 for a truck, you kind of want it to
At least have a special paint job that you have to wear sunglasses to look at.
Yeah, we were talking about how the TRX costs as much as the first house I bought. And would I get one if I had $100,000 laying around that I didn't know what to do with?
I would definitely get one.
I would love to have one. If I win the lottery, okay, fine. But for normal people, even if you put a $50,000 down payment, which is going to be tough,
so you're still financing
$50,000,
which is like $900 a month.
It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, the thing is amazing. It's probably the most amazing truck
ever, right?
on the market, like that I can think of. I can't think of any. It's like the pinnacle.
It's like if one of us had that truck, we wouldn't wheel with the rest of us anymore. It'd be like, I'm not taking my TRX out with these chumps. And then you just start hanging out with like
other rich people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those
Expedition Off-Road.
Yeah, those Raptor guys.
Wherever they go,
they go Baja, dude. They just bomb Baja,
yeah.
or they do like Barstow to Vegas runs, like just full on out.
They just go back and forth. That's what they do with their time. They don't go to work. Yeah, well,
yeah, I'd be with Expedition Off-Road would be my new clique.
Yeah, me hanging out with the cool kids. I think the Ram is amazing. It's I haven't done any Ram versus Raptor research or
there's no need because the Ram's gonna win. The TRX at least.
So
it would have to be on like a closed course, like a Baja style route, where you actually put the truck through its paces, like the suspension, and how balanced the suspension is, and that would be the only means to truly measure it. Because drag strip, like, come on, it's like already a joke.
No, but there's I just did a quick search. There's already a bunch of videos. Rebel versus Raptor, TRX versus Raptor.
Sure, yeah.
Because think about Raptor has been the mark.
We've talked about
they've set the bar. And
there is a Raptor killer now.
Yeah. It's
the Frontier.
Yeah. That's a good segue. Kevin Jones calling me out on Instagram. That was pretty great.
You saw that, but you didn't see Cody's video on.
Yes. I was tagged in it.
You are correct.
I was tagged in it.
You're on the show.
All right.
So I have to tag every time we post something on the Trailchasers. We're gonna make sure we tag.
Do you race vehicles?
Not when other people are around.
Not that Ford. No, of course not.
I do through the dairies. I race every morning on the way to work.
Beating those cows up. Huh?
Yeah, fly right by them.
And those other people stuck in traffic.
Dude, can we talk about traffic real quick? Just from my house to work, and I know this is everybody can get mad at me right now. I have a less than 10-mile commute. It's 9.8 miles, and it takes me 15 to 20 minutes normally. Like, of the 4 streets that go from here that direction,
yes,
all 4 of them are under construction in different areas. So to get from here to there, you have to go over this way, down a block, back over this way, down 3 blocks. It took me a half hour to get to work today, and I was going to lose my mind. That's how spoiled I am right now. That's bullshit. Yeah. Why do they do all the construction at the same time, all going the right direction?
So anyhow, Kevin Jones is retuning his F-250 so that he can keep up with my Frontier. That was something he posted, and I said, "Wow, that seems like a lot of work to get that Ford to keep up with my little old Nissan."
Yeah, quad shocks in the back.
It's pretty insane. But he should be able to.
But I mean, the 250 was already pretty dag blurred and capable.
Yeah, he's just taking it to the next level.
The next level where he's keeping up with TRX level.
He's taking more Ford out of it and just doing custom.
Right. Pretty soon, there's not going to be much left holding it back with any kind of Ford emblems or model or serial numbers.
I don't even think it has the Ford emblem on it, dude.
You could tell it's a Ford, though.
No, I know, but I don't think he has a blue oval on it.
Well, that's probably why he was able to keep up with me as much as he could. Anyhow,
So with whatever.
Yeah.
So Offroad Expo is 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away.
That's our launch pad, bro,
It's
into stardom again.
2 weeks from Saturday. 2 weeks from 2 weeks from Saturday.
Start doing the local fairs again, the county fairs.
Back at it.
Back to the grind, dude.
So we have to the four of us are going to get together this weekend and talk about our plan for Offroad Expo, but we are definitely going to be there. We're going to be hanging out. We've been connecting with
at the Nexen
we'll be with
booth.
We'll be with Nexen on at that one. Icon will be there as well. We're going to try to connect with them and spend some time in their booth. A couple of the people we're working in the background to see who else is going to be around so that we can do some interviews and catch up with some people. I'm interested to know how many people, I don't know how many people in the chat room are actually going to go this weekend. I'm sorry, October 9th and 10th. And it's at the Ontario Convention Center this year, which is a move. It's usually at the Pomona Fairgrounds, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing is, Casey had said that on their on the website, it still said Pomona Fairgrounds.
No, on their Instagram thing, they put out. It said Ontario Convention Center.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking at it right now. So it looks like Adam will be there. Rob's not going to make it. That's a good trip for Rob. It's all the way up here. Shy is going to Overland Expo tomorrow. I am jealous.
If Letty would have gone to Georgia, I would have gotten crazy hair up my ass.
Would you really?
I would have gone. Dude.
Oh, what a jerk face.
Because he would have thought about doing something?
No, because he went without us.
Yeah, I would have been at Overland Expo and you guys would have been stuck at stupid
it's not
work.
happening.
Dumb work. So the Off-Road Expo is Saturday, October 9th, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, October 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So anybody that wants to catch up with us, we'll have more details in the next week or so about exactly where we're going to be and what's going on.
Omaha, right?
Chainsaw, that should be the chainsaw. Chainsaw. Yeah. If we had shirts, I'd give someone a shirt for showing up with a chainsaw, but I don't have any shirts. Anybody that can smuggle a chainsaw into the convention center and fire it up.
Just bring a chain from a chainsaw.
No, I don't even want that. I don't want any.
Probably won't let you into the show with something.
I don't
Bring
want
a 50-50 mix that fuels the chainsaw. Here you go, Cody. Here's your fuel for your
chainsaw. So that's going to be it's been a while since we've been at an expo or an event where we are spending the day walking around talking to people. I am excited. We have to talk about some gear. Did you purchase that thing we talked about? The portable recorder?
No.
The look on your face suggests that you didn't.
I'll do it this week.
Okay. If
we're
not,
going with that silver one?
Let's talk about it. We'll figure out. One of us will pick it up. We're going to try something different this time. We've been doing a bunch of the last couple events. Well, when we did events, we were using wireless mics, and every time we did it, it was always like whether or not it was connected. I had anxiety about whether or not it was recording. So we're going to step up our game a little bit on that, and come up with a better plan. We have a better plan for that. Let me.
Are you excited to go to your club or be next to that club you used to go to at the
hotel? It's a Red Lion.
Misty's. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh man, all right. A little post-show cocktails, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Cool.
Oh no.
Should I book a room? It's like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, dude. There's no reason why we need to. Like I said, do I need a book?
I'll just sleep in It's Misty's.
Misty's Lounge.
Do they have like? Do they have like those? That sounds like a place that would have those booths. You know, like in the corner, the big round ones,
big leather chairs. Yeah.
So this is what Misty's
Swanky.
is. This is what Misty's is. All right. It's like a bunch of middle to older age people.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Keep going.
Talking about the next bingo.
Yeah, just
round of bingo.
Getting sauced up with a great Filipino karaoke band playing in the background.
Nice. Okay.
There you go, man. This is Misty's right here.
There you go.
Okay.
Misty.
They got a website.
They got a website.
See, if you go,
Are there? Be honest, Jose. The ladies that we're looking at on the website, are we going to see anything like that at Misty's?
like I said,
Anything,
no.
even pictures on the wall?
No,
Maybe.
no. Like I said,
Cover charge.
Oh, not Monday through Thursday. You have to go on Monday through Thursday.
Okay, but this is going to be on the weekend. But we're the Trailchasers. We'll
Yeah.
probably get in there, right?
Can
we do a post show from there?
You know how we were talking about Marianne or Ginger?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Mrs.
Okay.
Yes.
Young.
So
Wait, Mrs. Howell. Now, Mrs. Howell. Like Crypt Keeper, Mrs. Howell.
So to answer your question, we know we won't be able to get in here because no tennis shoes, athletic wear, athletic shoes, flip-flops or sandals, no shorts, no
I'm out.
T-shirts,
It's
no
like
sweater,
a budget Foxfire, if you guys know
no
what I'm talking
baseball
about.
hat.
You guys know what Foxfire
I
is.
do. I do.
This is a low budget version of that.
Yeah.
Foxfire.
If you know, you know, all right?
Okay, I don't know.
That was an Orange County thing. That's where.
Like I said, if you know, you know.
That's where people went.
They never let me into Orange County. They still don't let me
It
into
was
Orange.
Bordering. It's on the outskirts of
It's like
OC.
Fullerton-ish area.
Anaheim Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not there anymore. Too many lawsuits.
Okay.
Too many Me Too's there.
So I did share some email back and forth with Tommy H. He was telling us about a trip he was doing and asked if we had some maps. I shared some maps for him. So his trip is he's leaving Saturday, October 2nd. Day one, he's going to go from mid-Missouri to Santa Rosa, New Mexico. He's going to drive about 12 hours. Day two is Santa Rosa to Laughlin, about 9 to 11 hours of driving. Day 3 and day 4 is Mojave Road. Then day 5, he completes the Mojave Road, turns around and heads towards Moab. Day 6 and 7, he's got camping spot booked at Canyonlands Resort in Moab. He's got a few trails picked out. Fins and Things is a great trail. It is a lot of fun. Day 8, he's going from Moab to La Junta, Colorado, another 8-hour drive. Day 9 is La Junta to home, another 10.5 hours. A total of 3,200 highway miles in 9 days. He said he used to do motorcycle trips like this and stay in hotels, but and now he's doing it in his truck, in his vehicle.
What kind of car does he have again?
I'm looking right now because I knew you were going to ask.
RAV4.
He sent a picture. I think it's a Jeep. I think I'm finding it right now because his first email
Jeep
had
JL
pictures.
40s.
His first picture had, there it is. Oh yeah, we shared it with him. He's the one that's got the this guy.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, and then he's got the other one, the other Willie.
You put a picture up, but we're an audio podcast,
but
this
it
is the
sparked
guy.
your memory. He's got.
You guys
he's
see the
got
picture I'm holding up?
Yeah.
You guys see this?
He's got
what do you think of this?
He's got a 2-door.
What do you guys think?
A 2-door Jeep JK. And
nice color, huh?
Blue, and then he's got another 2-door JK that he converted with basically flatbedded it. So flatbedded with a rack.
Which one is he taking on the trip? I'm assuming the
flatbed
one.
Flatbed, yeah. That would make the most sense.
He's like, no, I'm taking the RAV4.
Yeah.
I have the Outback. We're taking that.
But dude, I mean that sounds like a freaking amazing trip, dude. I'm super jealous. 9 days
Of just like,
It's a lot of driving.
it's a lot of driving.
Yeah, that's the downside, is that to get from Missouri, where he's at, to Southern California and Colorado, that's a lot of driving. I mean, we have the benefit that we can be where he wants to go in 2 hours, but I would love to schedule a
Barstow?
Yeah. I would love to schedule a long multi-day trip like this.
Yeah, you see like all these trips that like Brad Trail Recon and all the other people in that circle, like they go on these multi-day events and trips, and it's just like, damn, dude, I wish I could do that too.
Yeah, it's getting the time off work and
it's
and all
like
that
getting the
stuff.
time off, and then you only have so much time off.
Jose, if I win the lotto, I'll pay you to do that.
Oh, awesome, cool.
That'll be your job, but you'll have to do it in a RAV4 of my choosing.
Whatever, dude. I'll make it
Cool.
work.
Do it.
That would that be cool? Like, all right, guys, I'm funding the next trip, but you got to do whatever I say in whatever.
100%.
And whatever I tell you to wear.
That's in the fine print on the contract that I make you sign first.
Yeah, that's I don't. If you're paying for it, I don't care.
You're saying that now. You got to read the fine print, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You better have a good attorney. Take a look at this contract.
We need to figure out when to do that. Like, plan a long multi-day trip with several destinations.
It has to be like a week of vacation, right?
Yeah, it's
like
a
Monday to
it's
Sunday
Yeah,
kinda deal.
It's a leave Sunday
Yeah.
morning, come back Saturday morning type thing.
Yep.
When the last time, the one and only time I did Laughlin, that's what it was. We left Saturday, took 2 days to get to Laughlin.
To Laughlin?
I'm sorry, took 2 days to get to Moab.
Okay, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
dude.
2 days to get to Moab, and then
I mean, it sounds about right for you,
Yeah.
but
wheeled.
It took me 2 days to get to Laughlin by way of Maine.
yeah.
What?
Well, I was telling Jose's boss today, we were having a meeting. I was talking about how frustrated I was about trying to get to work, and I said my route from home to work today looked like one of my off-road trips with U-turns. Because at one point I had to make a U-turn. Waze is like, go this way. I get that way, it's closed, so I go right, and then the only way to turn is right, and then the only way to turn is right. Now I'm back where I started.
Cool.
It sucked.
Poor you.
I know. So yeah, we just need to plan it. We just need to figure out when and where. I mean. We keep talking
Look,
about.
I took a week off for SEMA. Like that, can't that be? That's good enough.
It's going to have to be.
That's
Yeah,
good enough.
True, yeah.
We're driving to Vegas, staying in Vegas for a few days, driving home. That's a good enough trip for me. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, me too. After hearing your conversation about playing craps in Laughlin,
I want to see night 2. He's like, I want to go home.
This sucks.
I fucking hate the city.
yeah,
All pouty and shit.
Yeah.
The next few days.
Night 2.
Like, during the show, like, don't mind him. He's all whiny. He lost all the money he had to spend.
night 2, Matt's going to be pissed. No one's going to know where Casey is.
Oh, God. Casey? Woo, man.
I want to see morning of day 3. Morning of day 3, that's where all the cards are going to be on the table.
Oh, you know exactly what it's going to be like.
Me and you are going to be
Absolutely,
chipper.
we'll be at breakfast at 8 a.m. and have no clue where the other two are. So that's what I do.
We'll be at breakfast, too.
I'll make the agenda. I'll make the agenda for the 4 of us on Monday, 3 of us on Tuesday, just you and I on Wednesday, and then we'll hope that we can find Matt and Casey on Friday on the way home.
Good times.
Casey says, "No, I'm taking it easy" in the chat room. You liar. And then so the last thing I did this weekend was I'm working on building a new computer because we have someone that is willing to do some editing for us of the several thousand hours of video that we have. But
Were you able to find components that worked?
so I have some components, and our buddy Joe at EVGA sent us a couple of the components. And,
Oh, okay, cool.
And what does Jose say about when you get free stuff?
It ends up costing you more money.
It ends up costing me more money because the free stuff, the stuff I had is
Jose with the like end of Predator cackle. Like, he just set the nuke on him and he just started cackling.
Come on,
Come
over
on,
here.
I was
kill me! You had your head back and everything.
Yeah, I was.
dude.
I'm Predator,
That
dude.
was great.
I was thinking about Jose the whole time on Sunday because the whole time I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah, and just me
This
laughing.
doesn't fit with that.
And like my teeth flaring out.
So I ended up.
How do you do that with your teeth, Jose? It's crazy.
I ended up spending a crap ton of money on Sunday to buy parts that I needed to fit all the free stuff I had. I'm pissed. It's all supposed to be here.
Hey guys, that's the dirty secret no one ever tells you about, like getting sponsored or something, or when you get free shit. It ends up costing you money.
It ends up costing you money still.
Perfect example. Look at Mark. He's getting free tires.
Yeah, he's getting free tires. And he's going to spend another $3,000 on everything else. But yeah, so the components that I had weren't compatible with the components I got. I want to use the components I got, so I had to buy a new RAM, a new case, and so it's all supposed to be here Tuesday, so I can actually. And like behind Matt and Jose, what you can't see is a computer graveyard, and I literally like just grabbed all of the computer parts I had. Like, how could I make this work? How could I put this together?
That's hilarious,
and it
dude.
Didn't. So
I thought that Johnny Five robot from that movie exploded behind me. That's what is that back there?
It's a giant.
Those are
thing,
computers. That's what the inside of a computer looks like.
Tim in the chat room is saying that he won a $250 gift card on Northridge 4x4 and it ended up spending $1,400 on a steering box. Wow. Again, free shit costs you money. That's no matter how you slice it, dude. So I'm working on getting that built. So theoretically, if this all goes well, computer will be built and there will be a transition training period, and then there should be normal video content coming out after that. If not, the computer will be returned quickly.
But on a side note, how good is Predator as a movie, right?
Dude, I just saw the end of it. That's why I thought of when you just started cackling right there. I caught the end of it. I don't know, like a week ago. That's an all-time classic. I was telling Monty, like, they don't make movies like this shit anymore. Like, even though some of the special effects is, like when it
Billy.
You don't even think. Hold on, that's the truest thing. Is here's the baddest like American soldier, and he's got the thickest Austrian accent.
Well, Billy's the most American out of all of them. He's like,
Indian,
he's the original.
Oh, that's the baddest dude right there. Remember, like, and he just stands on. He's like, it's my time, and he just he drops the gun.
Yeah, he just walks around. He has like 1,000-yard stare everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
and he just like grabs a leaf and smells it. Yeah, there's 10 people that were killed here.
It's like, what the there's a fucking predator in this jungle. He's killing everybody. What is it? What are you talking about? You'll never know.
Yeah.
You don't know the sources of information I can tap into, because he's like an American Indian, right? So it's like pre-internet, pre-cognitive internet.
Pre-PC movie making.
Oh yeah. No, you can't. Yeah, that's the other biggest thing. You can't make movies like that.
There's a lot of movies that you're like, ooh, that you can't make
Airplane.
That. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Blazing Saddles.
Like, I've never seen that.
My God. We have to watch Blazing Saddles with Jose one night.
I heard it's good.
You know what? That's funny. I just saw that. So that's another thing I've caught on to. I don't know how long it's been around, but usually it's like if it's so that's like you can't make that move anymore.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of racist. There's a lot of racist.
Is that a new podcast
humor.
we're gonna start?
Okay. So, but
there's
a couple of younger black guys like watching. This is the point. Is they watch a very racist scene in that movie, and then get their comments on what they think about it.
Yes. What is that show called? I know what you're talking about.
It's not. I don't know about show. I just caught a clip on social media.
Perry G said Billy's character would have been considered so racist these days. Would it though? It's not like he was wearing eagle feathers and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't. I think we had a brief conversation about this. It seems like a few weeks ago. Like, it was. I don't want to delve into political stuff, but this was like. Well, you're portrayed as like a badass. Like, okay, he's an American Indian. He's very clear, but he's super cool and he kicks ass. Like, how is that I mean,
You're like-
whether it's I don't know. I feel like I'm treading on.
Yeah, you're
Matt's
walking a
needles.
minefield, bro.
Matt's like,
Yeah.
Matt's one of those people. He's like, I just want to look on the screen and see people that look like me portrayed in a positive light. Just because I'm 5'9" and 263 pounds with a beard doesn't mean
It's 257 now.
Jesse Ventura was a badass.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like everybody in that movie was a badass, so I thought it was like cool. Well, they had like a lot. They represented a lot of people that were all equally awesome.
257, huh, man? I think
Yeah.
I've gained weight.
dude.
I think I've gained
I
more
don't know
weight
about
than when we started.
since this weekend,
So prior to this weekend, where were you at?
but I did walk a shit ton this weekend.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you didn't walk enough to compensate the amount of beer you drank.
I didn't drink as much. I didn't drink any more than I would say I normally do. Sitting in the pool.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
I'll be
But I
honest,
did
guys.
walk. But I did walk. So that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
usually
taking the L now. Like I think I've either gained all the weight I lost, if not gained some more than what I started.
Really?
Yeah.
So you went from 260 to what?
Sorry, guys. I let everyone down in the chat room.
273.
Wow, from 273 down to
Yeah, that's almost
257.
20 pounds.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
good.
That was 257 as of like Thursday of last week. So I don't, we'll see. This other shit happened this weekend too. Like I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
I probably had like a soda, like some real Coke and soda.
And some soda. Yeah, dude. I let everyone down and myself down. I
did.
I think yeah.
You still got a couple weeks. I don't know what Casey's at, but
You lost a lot of weight too, dude.
I've got down to I was at 199 on Saturday.
Oh, dude, you broke the 200.
I did for
dude.
one day.
That's
I was
awesome,
199 on Saturday. I was back
Wow.
at 202 on Mondays.
I think I broke the
But I
270.
can see you motivating yourself because I'm losing weight, and you're probably like, "There's no fucking way Matt's gonna beat me." And that I'm your motivation.
if you hit 257, I think you beat me percentage wise.
But it's percentage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Percentage wise, I think you've beat me percentage wise.
It's close. But either way, I think we're motivating each other.
I already took the L, dude.
No
I'm
way.
out.
This was your idea, dude.
Yeah, but dude, like I wanted to have what is it called?
Bikini season? It's
No,
already over. Dude.
accountability. Like I wanted to weigh in every week, and
I don't recall you coming in here on a Tuesday going, "Let's go weigh in."
I said you guys didn't want to. You're like every week. I was like, yeah, dude, on the show.
I don't remember that conversation.
Oh.
I was ready to do it every week too.
I wanted to weigh in every week on the show, and I wanted it to be a high buy-in. That way, we're all
Oh,
So Casey says he's at 190, so which means he's lost 8 pounds.
8 pounds.
Yeah, I've lost 15. Matt's lost 57, 67, 16 pounds.
That's good, dude. Congrats, guys.
Jose's-
I've gained
Jose
what you
gained
guys
4.
lost.
I'm just handing it over to you, and
Thanks,
you're doing
bro.
it. You're
Yeah.
taking it.
I spread it out evenly.
You take this weight.
Of course, Casey said his 190 was before Laughlin, so he's probably at 194 right now. You probably put on 4 pounds.
If you guys bet on me to win this thing, I'm sorry.
God. Losers, they're betting on our weight loss contest.
You should have bet the over/under on
please don't do
everybody.
We only what do we say it's
The 5th, October 5th. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks. Oh man,
I was going to go back to Arnold. Arnold also played like in Commando. He was another badass soldier. And those movies were so good. You totally forgot that. It's not like he tried to correct his accent or anything.
So my
It
dad,
was
my
just
dad,
always
used to,
horrible.
my dad used to record
Get
all
to
those
the
movies.
chopper. Like it's
So my dad used to record all those movies on TV.
Yeah.
So like on VHS. So like I'd watch them all the time, but my dad wouldn't cut like right at the commercial. It'd always be like a commercial and then the movie would start. But dude, those movies were like a staple in my household.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I grew up
yeah.
watching Commando 1,000 times.
yeah.
Auto.
Yeah. No comment.
Go on. Oh, okay. I know where you were going with
Yes,
that.
1,000 times he said. People.
Predator, like Aliens,
Rambo.
Rambo,
Oh yeah. Rocky.
Rocky.
Come on, Rocky. Running Man.
Running Man.
was
Oh,
good.
dude.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Talking about Arnold.
Sub-Zero now.
Talking about
No.
Arnold. Have you ever heard Bill Burr's skit about Arnold?
no.
About how when he got caught having sex with the maid, he was like, "Of course he did. Of course he did," because he spent his entire life being told he couldn't do something, and you know what? He went and did it. You can't be a weightlifter. He went and was the best weightlifter in the world.
Yeah.
You can't move to America. He did it. You can't be an actor with a shitty accent. He did it.
You can't be the governor.
He did it. So when someone said you can't have sex with the maid, he was like, "Watch me."
Perry G. Total Recall. Total Recall is one of the best. I
Yeah.
like Total Recall.
Dude,
Sharon Stone. Woo! Sharon Stone in her prime right there, no doubt.
Dude, all of Arnold's movies have great one-liners. Like Predator's full of them. Dude, Commando, when he's like, "Hey, Sully, remember I told you I was going to kill you last? I lied," and just dropped the guy. Like when he was holding him upside down.
Which movie?
Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Twins. So, do we need to do the Arnold movie podcast and just watch all of the Arnold movies?
Well, we got to do the
Then you got to do Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
dude.
Because damn it, Bloodsport. Woo! That's an all-timer too.
Yes.
Dude,
I watched Bloodsport with the boys. Like I don't know, a couple years
Did
ago.
they, what do they think
It
of
was
it, dude?
it was a TV version.
Yeah,
so
but-
it was like edited, but like because you don't really remember how appropriate is this. Is there a lot of cussing? And so we try and monitor like cussing and
Not me,
sexual
dude.
stuff. And then so it was like, well, the TV version, it was still pretty like, ooh man. But dude, Kumite, come on.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like the best,
The downside
tournament.
is there's 1,000 shows out there watching movies and doing commentary.
Is there, dude?
Yeah.
Like watching. There's probably
Yeah,
there
there
has
is.
to be like an Expendables version of a podcast, right? Like
Yeah.
where they talk about all this
Yeah,
shit.
there's a bunch of those.
I still think we should make the "You Can't Make That Movie Anymore" today.
Yeah,
podcast.
You can't make that movie podcast.
Yeah.
Well, there's How Did This Get Made?
Look, hold on.
It's a podcast.
We can't even do this one well. Let's not.
Well, the ship has sailed on this.
We
one,
either need
right?
to scrap this one or
Like
put
I
some
said,
effort into making this better.
The off-road tag is a technicality at this point.
No, dude, I want to go wheeling. I want to go.
Let's go. Let's go soon.
Not this weekend.
We can't go Sunday.
Not Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday we have a
Maybe after Friday.
a
but
meeting
not
of the
Sunday.
minds.
I don't know what's happening on the 24th.
Yeah, dude. If we just make a Arnold and Sylvester Stallone podcast, well, what's the first movie we're gonna talk? It has to be Predator, right? We're starting off with Arnold, and what's the first Arnold?
What's the bet of both catalogs? Stallone,
Okay, so Stallone, Rocky
Rocky.
Four,
Just all Rockies in
just
general.
Rocky 5 was
no, Rocky 5 was no good. Yeah, Rocky 4 is
the best.
yeah, or the original Rocky.
Yeah, that one had more like, well, it's more of a super underdog story, right?
Yeah, but that established like, people still watch Rocky movies because of that shit. He can come out with another movie, and I'll probably watch it.
Did you watch Creed
Yeah,
and the other one?
Creed's good. Creed 2 was okay. It was just
I saw him.
I think I saw the
Creed
first
is good.
Yeah.
Creed is good with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he's great.
He
He's
is
amazing.
great. That stands on its own as just being a good movie.
Perry says that if we're doing Arnold and Stallone, we have to start with Expendables and work backwards. All right. Well, so while we contemplate what type of stupid ass show we're going to start after we shut this one down because we can't do it very well, we
don't four-wheel.
Yeah. Well, we need to fix that. The time we spend watching movies, we can go out and go wheeling.
Rambo, all the Rambos.
All the Rambos. All right. Well, anything else off-road related, not movie related?
What's that?
When are we going to test drive a Frontier?
Dude, we should once we get our new portable recorder, we should make a plan to go to a Frontier dealership and
It's a Nissan dealership.
I'm
just
sorry,
so
a
you know.
Nissan dealership, and all pile into the front here and start recording.
You guys
with
are gonna
the-
buy this, right? Oh no!
Yeah, the guy in there. Yeah, Casey said that the forests are opening this week, Thursday. So, all right. Well, everybody in the chat room, thank you for joining. As always, we appreciate it. Your comments are usually what fuels a lot of our conversation. I am very excited about the leaf springs on my truck. Thank you, Icon, for taking care of that for me. And we will put a plan together to go wheeling at some point. Otherwise, we'll see you guys October 9th and 10th at Offroad Expo. Anything else, guys?
No, thank you for all the kind words.
Go Dodgers.
And whatever with the Dodgers.
Just win.
Just win.
Just
baby.
win.